In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create your own custom pennant banner to hang up in your classroom. The one you see in front of you is a pennant banner that I created for a neon color scheme, and I would cut out these individual triangles and then hole punch across the top and put each one on a string to hang up in my classroom. So let me show you how you would do this from scratch. You're going to begin with a blank PowerPoint presentation, and it automatically defaults to a 16:9 or a widescreen slide. So you want to change that so that you can print it out on an 8.5x11 paper. So to first do that, go ahead and delete the text boxes that are already on there for you. And then you're going to change the size by going up to the Design tab, going over to Slide Size, Custom Slides, and you're going to change it to 8.5x11. Now you can do this in the portrait or the landscape orientation. It's completely up to you. I'm going to go ahead and leave it in landscape, and I'm going to change my width to 11 and my height to 8.5. And then you just press OK and ensure fit. So now you see that it's on an 8.5x11 slide size, and I'll be able to print this out when I am done and ready to do so. So to begin, you're going to want to insert a shape. Now, most pennant banners have that triangle shape, but you could really do this in any shape that you want. If you want it to be a circle or a square or an oval, it's completely up to you. But let's go ahead and do a triangle, and I'm going to flip it around so it looks like this, and I'm going to size it to fill the entire page. Depending on what size you want, you can fit 2 to a page, 3 to a page, however you want. Now I can insert the design or pattern that I want my pennant banner to have. So to do that, I'm going to click on the shape and right click and choose Format Shape. From here, I'm going to choose Fill, Picture or Texture, and it automatically fills it with whatever I last used in a shape. So I'm going to change it here just for purpose of example, and I'm going to click on Insert and from File. So now ahead of time, you're going to want to make sure that you have saved several digital backgrounds onto your computer. You can find a ton of them for free on Teachers Pay Teachers, or maybe some that you already have on your computer. Save them there and then go to the location where you've saved them. And so now I'm going to choose the one that I want to insert into my triangle. I'm going to choose this one right here, the green and blue polka dot one. And it automatically inserts it into it. Now I can change the outline if I want. I can go to Format and choose Shape Outline. I can make it a thicker border. I can get rid of the border altogether, change the color. I'm going to give it a black border, nice and easy. It pops out nice. And now I have the first triangle of my pennant banner. Now, sometimes you might notice that when you insert an image into the background, it distorts the pattern a little bit. This one doesn't seem to be the case, but if it did, what you would want to do is go over to the paint bucket. If you double click on it and click on the paint bucket, go down here where it says Tile Picture as Texture, and you'll click on it, and a lot of times that will fix it. Now, in this case, it actually did the reverse and it distorted the circles, but sometimes by clicking that check mark, it will make the image better. You can also adjust where the polka dots land by choosing the offset left, offset right, offset top, and offset bottom. So you'd simply click the up and down arrows, and you can see that it's moving the circles back and forth, and it'll do the same going up and down as well. So depending on how your pattern lays into the shape, you may need to adjust it a little bit by using these up and down arrows and getting it just exactly as you want. Now, another thing that you could do is if you wanted to use a pennant banner, for example, to spell out a phrase or a word. I like to do this often if I want to create a welcome banner for my students at the beginning of the school year. I can insert a text box over top of this and type in one letter per pennant banner. You can also insert an additional shape on top. So I could put a circle over the top here, center it on the triangle, give it a white background so that it's easy. I'll take out the outline, and I can put a letter on top of this by inserting a text box, and I could center it and write the letter W to begin my welcome banner. And I'm going to go ahead and uppercase this, and I'm going to make it nice and large. Of course, you can do this in any font that you want. however big that you want, and then just go ahead and drag it into place so that it looks nice in the center. Then I would create another one of these triangles and write E for the next letter, LCOME, until I have welcome all spelled out. And then I would simply print out my pennant banner. I'd put 2 holes on either end of the pennant banner and string it together to create my welcome pennant banner sign that I can easily put outside my classroom door to welcome my students. It's also fun to create pennant banners for different holidays that you may want to celebrate in your classroom, but without having to put too much effort forth to add that little spark to your classroom decor. So there you go, a very simple DIY pennant banner for your classroom.